This is actually disgusting. And I memed Soup with this when he wasn't here. This seems like something much more up Soup's alley, you know? Somebody that's like, oh, this game's too hard. I need the PlayStation to play it for me. This game's too hard. Play the game for me, PlayStation. And get up on your feet. You know? I just wanna see you dance. So, I actually, I'm gonna read this one. I don't know, we'll take a look at both. But if you look at the title of this one, these are both in regards to this new patent. And we'll see if this one touches on it. But this says, latest Sony patent wants to take the grind out of games by playing them for you. And, dude, I am not about this. This is actually disgusting for me. I never want to see this in the industry that I love. I'm sorry. I'm very, very adamantly against this. I don't like it. I don't think this should ever be a thing. Letting the device play the game for you, what's the point? And if it's so you can avoid grinding in a game, you don't deserve that stuff if you're not putting in the time yourself. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel about it. If you're just gonna let a device grind for you, get wrecked. If you're not gonna work for it yourself, you know what I mean? What's the point? I know that, you know, grinds aren't always fun, but that's been a thing about, you know, grindy video games for a long time. The grind is about, you know, putting in the time, putting in the effort, and the satisfaction of coming away with the end result of something worth that grind, right? And if something's just doing it for you, that sucks, dude. And the people that think that's okay suck. I don't care. This is for those people that want instant gratification. All those kids that want instant gratification in their video games, that like to hack and cheat and don't want to work for anything, don't want to improve their skill level, and it's the same exact thing, dude. I'm not about it. This feels disgusting. Sony's latest patent imagines a future where your PlayStation plays your games for you. Who wants to play their own games anyways? Yeah, like that's what video games are about or something? Weird. A recently published patent from Sony has revealed that the company is considering introducing a method to let your games play themselves. Have you ever thought to yourself, wow, I sure do wish that my game would just play itself so I can get this annoying grinding out of the way and, I don't know, do my taxes or something else adults do in the meantime? No. First of all, maybe consider playing a different game, but if you're determined to stick with it, I have some potentially good news for you. As spotted by Exputer, Sony published one of its patents earlier this month, which apparently features a method and system for auto-playing portions of a video game. According to the patent's description, the autoplay mode uses data from the user's play model to automatically play the AGC for the user using a gameplay style that simulates a gameplay style of the user. It goes on to explain that when gameplay of the AGC in autoplay mode is complete, a resume notification is presented to the display screen of the user device used by the user during the gameplay. The resume notification provides the user with an option to discontinue use of the autoplay mode and resume gameplay in active play mode. I don't know about you, but I don't personally like the idea of spending $70 on a game only to have it be played for me in a quite a literal sense. But hey, maybe it would mean I'd finally get through Persona 5. A later description in the patent explains that the feature would utilize AI and training models based on a player's previous gaming sessions to create an AI player character that would play pretty much as you do for those grindy portions. Whether this feature gets introduced or not, it seems like it will have a broad use case. As the patent suggests, it could be used for games with repetitive tasks or simply when a player just isn't interested in playing a particular quest. A lot of these kinds of patents never actually end up being used, though, like this other patent from Sony that suggested you could turn a banana or anything else into a controller. Yeah, I mean, we see the patent submissions all the time. I'm not going to read this one too, but I think that there will be differing uses for this. There could be some beneficial uses for this that I'm probably not thinking of because I'm just kind of blinded right now by the fact of what I think most people would use this for, which is basically to just not have to put in the time and effort to play a game the way that you're supposed to have to play a game. And for me, that's gross. I don't like it. And I'm sure there will be people that come up with some ideas and comments and things about where this could be a useful application. I have no doubt about that. But it seems to me to have many more applications to just let people kind of cheese their way through getting items without having to work for it. And for me, that's not what gaming's ever been about. So I don't know, feels kind of gross.